Hey guys, welcome back. I'm out here at the Cahaba River Riverwalk. Great spot to put your kayaks in, and this is one of the stretches I usually do when I come kayaking. There's a short little trail runs down through here. It's gonna be a quick hike today. As you can see, neither one of my little buddies are with me. They're not major fans of the rain. If it was sprinkling, I could have got Ashton to come with me and put his little raincoat on, but I didn't want to subject him to this. I think it's going to be raining like this the whole time. So today, plans to get in, find somewhere to set up, cook some dinner, and get out. It's in the afternoon. We're expecting some mild, severe weather. So looks like it's going to be a thunderstorm. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Don't want to get blown away out here. I love coming out in nature when it's raining. It's pretty inconvenient being wet the whole time, but it is nice to just listen to the sounds, and I don't know, something about it, just calming, cozy. So we're gonna see how long I can last before I'm soaking wet and uncomfortable. I don't think it'll be terribly long. I think the whole trail is about 2 miles. I don't even know if we'll go all the way in, depending on how the weather turns, and I probably only have about 90 minutes of decent light left. After that, it's going to be headlamp only. The first half of this trail is it's just a path, it's just a walking path, so not much to worry about as far as that goes. The rest of the trail isn't terrible. It's not super rocky or anything, so I'm not worried about it being treacherous, but being out here at dark, wet, I'm liable to bust my ass, so we're going to try not to do that today. One thing I'm quickly reminded of is water resistant and waterproof are two different things. My knees are already starting to get wet from the rain. Be alright though, it ain't that cold. I think it's like 65, 66 degrees today. Pit stop. Little nasty looking puddle. Like a swamp. Would not swim. A little bit better view. Looks like it's just coming off the hillside, so I guess it's not terribly nasty. Looks almost like a waste dump though, so won't be getting my little piggies in it. You kind of see the Cahaba down there. It's dark right now, so I don't know how well it's picking it up. If you haven't before, the Cahaba is a beautiful stretch of water to go kayaking in. Tons of wildlife. Pretty clean. You know, I think everybody's heard the stories about how dirty the Cahaba used to be. It's not like that anymore. I mean, you'll see some trash after a storm or after, you know, really just a storm. You'll see some trash in there just where it's blown in from, you know, we go back to the dickheads that like to litter. But other than that, even then, it's not super dirty. You can still see some tires from time to time, and there's one bend where there's like a washer, like a washing machine barrel. It's kind of like embedded in the bank full of mud and stuff. I don't really see anybody like getting that out easily, so I'm guessing that's why it's lived there. But those adventures will be upcoming too. My favorite stretch of the Cahaba is from Grants Mill Road, which is where I started this hike today, to before 280. There's a takeout at a dog park, which I believe that takeout is also named the Cahaba Riverwalk. So it's funny now that I think about it. It's like a storm blew down a massive oak tree across the trail. Looks like we'll be able to get under it pretty easily. But it's been down a while, it looks like, but I haven't been out this way in quite a minute. So the C in CAV stands for Cali. Cali is a previous mini schnauzer. She passed away the middle of last year. She was about 14 or 15 years old, we assume. She was a rescue as well. She was our light in a dark place, for sure. And we hated to see her go. One of her favorite things to do was to be out in the wild. Other than, obviously, cuddling with us, she loved to come out and she loved to sniff. And this is one of her favorite places to go. And this is actually one of the first times that this is the first time I've been since she passed away. So the A obviously stands for action. and the B for Bentley. So. Water level is clearly and obviously up. I'm going to enjoy a cookies and cream honey stinger for the medicine I took. Plan on having chicken and dumplings for dinner, and I'm going to prepare those. I mean, they're dehydrated, obviously. I'm not ready to cook them from scratch out here. I figure the first time I cook from scratch, it will not be raining, and I'll not be soaking wet. In the words of my dad, it's slicker than goose shit out here. I just can't see myself making it through this without busting it. Just beautiful out here. Obviously the water's dirty from the runoff, but a little murky water never hurt nobody, I don't guess. Ouch. Damn stick fell on my head. So definitely some debris in the water here. Nice little spot, though. If I was better prepared, we could get down there and get some of the trash out. But well, that's been under a flash flood warning, and me obviously not being prepared, we're not going to do that right now. I'm sure some creatures hunkered down there before. It's not right now, though. So I think here is where we will set up our tarp and cook. There's much deliberation, much thought-provoking stuff going on. my headlamp gets wet or breaks, we're gonna be shit out of luck. Look, we can figure out together that I don't know shit about tying rope. Yeah, this was not a good spot for this. We're gonna pack it up and see about moving somewhere else. We've learned two things. Not good at picking out spots, and I don't know how to tie a knot. But hey, two things we're gonna improve on together. If I can get this knot undone and not have to cut this rope, that would be super annoying. Hell yeah. I know that's one the boys can get behind. When something's pissing you off and you finally figure it out, shoot, you might as well hit the lottery or something. There we go. That non-knot really held up well. The second knot was better on accident. That's crazy. Yeah, we got everything. We're rolling. I'm gonna pack it up right this minute, because hopefully set up somewhere else. Thinking these thorns are a pain in my ass. I know that, literally, metaphorically, and quite literally, physically, and I guess literally. I guess that was a waste of words right there. That was a word salad, we'd like to call it. Oh. Guys, I think we're gonna pivot. I think I'm just gonna cook this food out in the open. because I really don't feel like monkeying with this, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm gonna have to just set it up in the backyard and figure it out. Like, I just bought this thing like last year for a kayaking trip and I never used it. And I was thinking, hey, I'm a guy of at least average intelligence. I should be able to set up a tarp to keep me out of the rain without ever trying it. In the woods, where all the trees are not equal distances apart. Right? Why wouldn't I? But today we learned maybe I'm not of average intelligence. And that's okay. Because I'm not out here looking for a Nobel Peace Prize. I'm just a guy trying to cook some chicken and dumplings in the rain. Now the stupid thing won't go back in its pack. Please go back. It'll take a Christmas miracle for this to go back in the bag half wet. My slippery hands. Sweet Jesus. I don't know what punishment I was, how I've earned this punishment, but we're rolling with it. Like, I don't know. These factories, they make all this stuff, right? We buy, everybody loves buying stuff. We buy all this stuff. They ain't never made a bag a little too big. Like, just a little extra big. Like, why they make this shit like the perfect size? Like, hey, this machine was able to get it in there because it's the perfect size. Don't worry about real world applications. Real world applications. That doesn't matter. We'll need some water because we ain't drinking rainwater. There's our meal. Here's our stove. And almost rolled into the river. That's fan-freaking-tastic. We're having the time of our lives out here, boys. Smack rain. You know what, though? It's a grown-ass man to admit his mistake. I should be my ass at home eating some damn Chinese takeout. Got a new igniter. Look at that. Alright. It's finally gotta go. Doing the mountain house. Chicken and dumplings. Mountain house stuff's pretty good. Not setting up the tarp was a dumbass idea. So we're like on number 5 of the video. Way more than the last one, so that's pretty crazy. I thought I was going to be improving with this, but maybe not. Ouch, that hurt. Number 6 now, big dog. So I don't know how the audio was on that sequence of events. So hopefully it was decent. A lot of mistakes were made. Double checking I didn't leave nothing. But hey, sometimes you just gotta make a little mistakes. I have learned I need to, if I want to be a YouTuber that does this stuff in the rain, I probably need to prepare a little bit better. I can honestly say this is the first time that I've come out in the woods in the rain just for the pure ability to say I came out in the woods and did some stuff in the rain. So look at those. Those look, they actually look and smell fantastic. Smell less like chicken and dumplings though, more like a pot pie filling. The chicken didn't fully reconstitute. But that's okay. I had an early lunch. I'm hungry. Love to hear feedback from you guys. Y'all know my last 2 videos were an hour. I don't know how long this one will be. I mean, I'm just now at an hour of footage. Probably gonna head back. I think I should cut it down. 30 minutes, an hour. And shorter than that. I'd love to hear from you guys. But these dumplings are good. So I think the worst of the weather is supposed to be over me anytime now. Luckily I haven't seen any lightning, heard any thunder. And the wind's really not blowing. It's getting a lot of rain. This is soaking rain. I would have loved to have come out here and set a tent up this weekend. Listening to that rain hit the tent would be just wonderful. But we got birthday shenanigans going on. And I want to be present for those. Remember kids, if you bring it in, take it back out. Hopefully it makes you feel like a better person. Alright, yeah, it's starting to rain a good deal harder. I'm sure you can hear it. We're going to start making our way out. Probably about time to buy a new raincoat. Had this one for like 10 years. It's one of the Columbia ones with the, it's a 2-piece jacket. Has a fleece insert. I'm not using it right now since it's 60-some degrees, but it's definitely not holding up to rain like it used to. My arms are soaking wet right now. caught the cover, back the bag cover, still in place style. Tell you one thing I didn't put in my truck was a towel. Something tells me I'm gonna regret that. Yeah, I'm thinking Ashton would have been miserable out here. He would be drenched and he'd probably be cold. We're not doing that to him. I know he's the best part of the video for sure, but I don't want to expose him just to get some views. You know, at the beginning of the hike, I was thinking of what I could say about my boots, since they are waterproof, you know, so that was doing a great job of keeping my feet dry and warm. But let me tell you about gravity. When your pants get wet, the water runs somewhere. My socks are soaked. Oh, pretty funny. I do think I'll figure out how to get some either more rainproof pants, or I don't know, maybe. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's one thing to get caught out in the rain, it's another to say, hey, I want to skip a hot fresh meal and go eat out of a bag in the rain. There are other trails out here. I think we'll come back and do those on a different day. As much as I want to walk around with wet feet, we're gonna pass on that. And if you can see, I'm walking through literally at least a half inch of water. I guess let me know if you guys want to see more of this, of me suffering out in the rain. I mean, I guess I'll film more. Alabama is usually pretty rainy, especially during the spring. And again, love the vibes of the rain in the woods and just the sounds, and it's just such a cozy feeling to me. I just like to be a little more dry when I'm enjoying those things. I'm thinking in the next 30, 60 days, we'll have our first overnight video posted up. Just need to figure out when I can go shoot it and where I'm going to go. I guess since we're almost to the exit, let's talk about the positives. Didn't have to trek through the woods with a sack of oatmeal this time. And I didn't have to hike out in the dark. So this is where it split earlier and I just went to the left. Just wanted to show you both ways in. So yeah, back at the entrance. Water is up pretty good. So this is typically where you would take your kayak, that landing right there, and put in the water. As you can see, it's a good bit off the water. I'm assuming when they built this, the average river height was a good bit higher for the Cahaba or something. You can kind of see all the rocks out through there. Almost every time we come kayak here, I usually flip in the beginning. It's a good way to cool off, but I'd say like 80% of the time I'm flipping in at the start, just because there's so many rocks down through here right at the start. A couple benches out here, I think were donated by somebody. Great place to come hang out. A lot of people during the summer will park along. I mean, this place packs out. If you're not in the water kayaking before 10, you're gonna have trouble even getting down through here. There is a slew of people that just get in the river and just hang out right here. Good for them, as long as they're not, destroying the river. I don't care. I think it's a good way to hang out. If I didn't have a kayak, I'd probably come do the same thing. But this is my exit. Appreciate you guys tagging along for another adventure. Sorry Ashton wasn't here, but I hope to see you on the next one.